So I recently got a call from Port Harbor Marina. This is a marina out in the Maine area. And these guys are saying, hey, I saw some of the work you've been doing with car dealerships, helping them track keys and vehicles. I'm wondering if you could do that with boats and keys. Well, of course, the answer is yes. Check out what we're doing. These guys are storing boats in dry storage, a couple different lots, and then physically in the marina. So knowing where a boat is exceptionally helpful if they need to service it, do work to it, whatever the case may be. So all they've got to do is jump in, find a key, find a vehicle, and then type it in. Stock number, VIN, right? Whether it's a serial number, doesn't matter. So Jay, we're going to go 405, right? We'll search out a particular boat. Cool, that's the last port of this boat that we're looking for. I then select it, and it shows me the location of the boat and tells me the location of the boat. So I can see on the map, but then it's telling me it's in their Bud Light lot, right? So that's one of the names of the lots, and I'll show you here in a second on the dashboard. And they can see where this is at. And they can zoom in, they can zoom out. So if they need to get a better feel for where it's located on that lot, they can see it. So here we are on the dashboard, and this is where you can see a higher up view of what their lot really looks like. So they have quite a bit of real estate that boats can be stored in, whether it's in the water or on land. Now, what's cool about this is, what if I want to know it's a particular lot? So let's say the Bud Light lot. Well, I can tell you that they've got 10 vehicles over at the Bud Light lot, and these are all 10. Here's your serial numbers, right? You can do this for every single one of their lots. So if they want to go to the Breakwater lot, right? And they can go over there and see what vehicles are at the Breakwater lot. There's 11 vehicles over there. They're all presented to the right side of the screen right now. And we can do this for every single lot. So if you're just trying to inventory and understand where things are, this is a really easy way to do it. Now, if you particularly know that, hey, I've got 11 vehicles over there and I've got enough for 15 boats, or, if it was vehicles, 20 vehicles, then you start to understand how full a lot is too. So you don't even need to drive over there to drop something off. If a boat leaves their campus or a key, they can see that. So they'll understand when boats are out on the water, or they've left, or they've been taken completely out of the water and been taken somewhere. They can tell that. Last sightings, they have inventory. So they go, okay, what boats do I have that have been off the campus, out of our entire network for more than 4 hours, but less than 24? You got 4 boats, here's all 4, right? So if you're dealer trading them, moving them around marinas, right? Maybe somebody says, hey, we'd like to pick it up this marina, and they're going to drive the boat over there, or they're going to load it up onto a trailer and drive it over there, right? They can track all of these different things because they understand what's leaving their campus and how long it's been gone. Now, ultimately, their goal is to track across all of their marinas, which I believe they own about 6, to where they'll be able to see boats moving around, being able to transfer things. If people are shopping for boats on the retail side, they can help with that. On the service side, they can help with that amongst multiple marinas, right? So it starts to scale for them quite a bit. But last sightings, anytime they want to see boats that have been off the campus for periods of time, they can see that. They can do the same thing for sets of keys. So if a set of keys to a boat leaves, they can tell that as well. And not only can they view it here, but they can get custom alerts. So if they want alerts on a key or a boat that's been off the campus for more than a certain amount of time, we can set that up to where they'll receive it. For these guys, if they want to track something outside of a boat or outside of a key, they absolutely can. And where it'll live is in this manual entry section, right? So 2 things are going to live here. Anything that you've manually entered, right? So if it's not coming in from a feed of some sort, so maybe, it's a trade-in you just took or something like that, that would live in this feed, but also anything else you want to connect the tag up to. So if you said, hey, can I put a tag on a jump box, right? A golf cart that we drive customers around on, or whatever the case, gate keys, or different things that aren't going to live in a feed ever, know that you can absolutely connect up a TrueSpot tag to anything you want. Now, when it comes to tracking your assets, whether it's a key, whether it's a car, whether it's a boat, right? Whether it's a jump box, a golf cart, a specialty tool, TrueSpot has a lot of different options. We work in both the automotive space and now the marina space, along with on the medical side. So we've got all sorts of different tags. To show you some basic examples, this is something that they're using. It's water sealed, right? So this way it's waterproof, protected, and it allows them to track the boat, and they can connect this anywhere to the boat that they want, right? So this is one option you could do. I have a triangle style tag that does the exact same thing. Typically, this is what's used in vehicles. They just throw it on their shifter or their rear view mirror. Now, I've got SIM style tags, a very small tag. So if you have a small specialty tool and you just want to be able to zip tie to it or connect it with one of those metal wires, you do something like this. I've got tags that are shaped a lot like an ID card. So if you're going into a hospital and you wanted to put this behind an ID to be able to track where a person is, you absolutely could. I also offer a version that's a sticker that you can physically stick to like the hull of a boat, which is what those guys are doing. So there's a lot of different things that we can do here as far as tracking a key, a vehicle, whatever the item is. And then if you wanted to track stuff on and off campus, hey, I've got things like this, right? Units that you can put in like a loaner vehicle if you wanted and be able to track it. Or maybe you're going to trailer a boat to a different marina and you want to track it along the way. We've got things like this that you can take advantage of as well. Understand there are several different ways that we can do it. I'd love to walk you through some of the examples. Now, I won't go too deep into the technology, but I want you to understand the basics of how this works. So whatever style of tag you have, right? So key tag, car tag, vehicle tag, boat tag, sticker tag, whatever it is, these are pinging every 7 seconds. So they're pinging out saying, hey, see me. Now, on the campus or multiple campuses, whatever you've got, parking structures, lots across multiple towns, across states, we've got gateways. So these go outside. Typically, I'll put these on like light poles, sides of fences, buildings. They're solar powered, put those months worth of charge. And these are what are searching for those tags when they ping. Now, inside of buildings, whether it's a service center, right, for a boat, for a vehicle, a retail building where you're selling things out of, whatever the case may be, inside, I use these guys. They just plug in no power out. So both of these guys are searching for those tags as they float inside and outside of your business, right? Now, these guys are sending all that data to a base station. This guy will connect to the internet in a building. So on their campus, they have one base station, right? And it's pulling all the data and pushing it to the cloud. So when I open up the app of the dashboard, like you saw, you can see where that data is. So what's happening is this is updating every 2 to 3 minutes. So every 2 to 3 minutes, you're getting a fresh update on where is the location of whatever the asset is that you're tracking. Now, this is called LoRa. It's a combination of low-range radio and Bluetooth. So for the sake of understanding it, we come and we set all this up, so don't worry about it. This isn't something you would have to deal with. Really, I just want you to understand the very basic pieces to it so that you know how it works. All of my info will be up at the end of this video, so if you'd like to talk, give me a call, give me a text, give me an email. Let's talk about your business, whether it's in the automotive space, whether it's in the health space, whether it's in the boat space, right? Maybe you're a specialty tools parts worker, whatever the case may be, we'd love to talk to you about efficiency, how to reduce costs, things of that nature. So feel free to reach out. We'll talk soon.